Minecraft megabases can take weeks, months, or even years to build. But today, my only goal is to build an entire megabase in only 24 hours. Is that even possible? Well, I just booted up a brand new survival world to find out. And we're in. Timer starts right now. Little did I know that this was about to be the most draining and stressful challenge I have ever done. This isn't that fun anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel good and I want to go to bed. I see a village, so that's where I'm gonna go right away. Instead of punching a tree right away, we are on a time crunch, so I have to start this world a bit differently than normal. First thing I'm gonna do here is collect all of the hay bales and every bed and any loot I might find. Nice. If you don't understand why I'm looting a village instead of chopping trees, it's because I'm on step 1 in my 3-step process for completing this challenge. Step 1 is to get myself geared up to make myself more efficient and safe. Step 2 is to find and grind thousands of blocks. And step 3 is to place those thousands of blocks to build the mega base. But since I only have 24 hours, I need to manage my time wisely. Oh, that's not good. Now that I have every bed in the village, I'm gonna need some wood. We'll make an upgrade. And now I need a large flat area to put all of the villagers. First, let's get some iron. These iron golems are surprisingly one of the most important things I need for this challenge. Next, I want to get most of the villagers in one spot, which is both going to be our villager trader and an iron farm. I need that iron to trade with villagers for emeralds so I can get armor and tools and all the necessities. A little bit behind from where I'm supposed to be right now, but let's keep going anyways. Yup, everyone get in here. Oh, that's too many people. That's too... Bruh. You know what, we'll deal with it for right now. Alright. It's halfway done and we just need a zombie now. Zombie spotted. Ah, there's a few. There's a few. We only need one. We only need one, fellas. There's so many! This is not what I needed. Alright, let's try not to die here. Now I only need one of these guys. There we go. Alright. I think it's time I go to sleep now. I need only 2 of these people, so let's let them out. We have 2 people, now we just need them down there. The hard part of the iron farm is done, now I just need a killing chamber. Just about to hit nighttime and we got our first spawn. That doesn't mean the farm is done though, because currently I just have to do this manually. Gonna snatch some of that. Yeah, how about I just do that?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
There we go, and now I want to place a hopper here. And the iron farm should be done. Now I need to trade the iron from our farm into emeralds. But before I can trade the iron, I need a few emeralds to level up the toolsmith. Easiest way I know to do that is just by chopping trees and getting sticks so I can trade it with a Fletcher. Conveniently, there's a jungle right next to me. We can use all these sticks for emeralds, use those emeralds to level up the toolsmith, and now we can trade our iron. This gives us a free, automatic source of emeralds, so we can trade up to diamond tools. We're just about to hit the 1 hour mark. We have an iron farm, and we're starting to get some good tools. But we have plenty of extra villagers. I'm thinking I could make an extra iron farm really quickly. 1 hour into this challenge without starting the mega build or even gathering the blocks yet might seem like I'm wasting time. But getting the emeralds needed for diamond tools and gear this early is going to greatly increase my efficiency for the rest of the challenge. Along with the diamond tools, I'm also going to need to enchant them. So I'm going to have to make some lecterns so I can get a librarian. But to do that, I'm going to need to find some books. I need some sugarcane, need a cow. Now I'm going to dig down to the villagers and try to get a librarian. I'm basically going to break and replace this lectern until the librarian offers me an enchantment book that I like so we can upgrade our tools. I'm looking for efficiency or unbreaking. Oh! Efficiency 4 for 41 emeralds, that's very expensive. I'm gonna keep trying to see if I can get a lower trade.
A few moments later.
Well, one of them's giving me efficiency 5, and it's for an outrageous price. I think it's worth it though, so I'm going to lock it in. It just might be a while before I can even afford a stack of emeralds. To boost my emerald income, I made another toolsmith and even an armorer, so I could make more emeralds as well as trade for some better gear. In between trades, I started to chop down trees for wood, and I also went out and collected some sand because it's getting close to time to put our full focus on step 2, gathering building blocks. But before that, I need my efficiency books. Alright, I'm gonna quickly switch up strategy, because I definitely need those efficiency books, and the stack of emeralds is a little pricey right now. And conveniently, there's a certain way that we can get that price lowered, and it's right over there. Over here at this outpost, there's a pillager captain. If I slay him, I can use the ominous bottles he drops to start a raid. Even though it'd be risky to start one, because if the illagers somehow kill all my villagers, it's basically game over for me. It could also be worth the risk because successfully defeating a raid will make all of the villagers happy. So they'll lower their prices, which means I can stock up on some efficiency books. Before I start this raid, I needed to gear up with some full diamond armor, and I even used the iron farms to my advantage by letting the iron golems help me defend the village. And I may be slightly under geared to fight a level 5 raid, but I'm in a time crunch, so I have to give it a try. Alright, let's do this. Oh, there's one. Bro's running away. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah. Not so tough now. We did it! And we have Hero of the Village for 40 minutes. Let's see how many books we can buy now. Efficiency half off, that's good. Now that we finally have efficiency on our tools, we can move over onto step 2, gathering all the thousands of blocks we need for the mega base. It is 3:30, which means we are 3.5 hours into this challenge, and we don't even have the building started. But that's because I don't want to start building until I feel like I have enough resources to finish it. So now that we have efficiency tools, we're going to be spending the next while chopping trees and gathering resources. I mined trees for about an hour, and then I went and ate some dinner really fast. And that's when I remembered that I still have to grind other blocks that I don't even have yet, like spruce wood and dark oak wood. So I'm gonna need to go on an adventure to try to find some. Not exactly the dark oak I was looking for. It's kind of the opposite if you think about it. But we have some normal ones over there too, so that's good. And there's a nice spruce forest over there. Of course, I wasted no time to get back home and continue chopping trees. With how many blocks we needed, those efficiency books definitely came in handy. It is now 6 o'clock, which means we are 1/4 of the way through our time. And the chests are starting to fill up for the most part at least. I hope to start building within the next hour, but there are a few materials that we haven't started collecting yet still. A few things such as tuff, deep slate, glass, terracotta, and even soul sand and blackstone. So I'm gonna go to the nether really quickly just to get those blocks. And hopefully this will go smoothly. Back at the lava pool we were using to make the iron golem farms, let's see if I remember how to build a nether portal. Since I'm on a time crunch, I thought it'd be a smart idea to try to build a nether portal the way speedrunners do. Theoretically, that's right. No, it's not right. We're gonna use it anyways. It's okay. Alright, I just need soul soil and some blackstone. This is a pretty safe biome to spawn in, so that's pretty convenient. I'm just gonna dig down for some blackstone. I hope that'll work. Well, that's not exactly what I was looking for, but I'll take it. We found some. I don't need a ton, but... oh. I can't even use... okay. I'll take it. I only need the blackstone for a little bit of detailing, so this clump we found should be plenty. That's enough blackstone. Let's go look for some soul soil. Finding the soul soil wasn't difficult at all, so I just spent a couple minutes gathering as much as I needed, snagged one of the new music discs from a ghast, and then I was out of the nether. Nether adventure complete. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grind up some terracotta and tuff and deep slate and stuff like that. Shouldn't be too difficult. Though I only have 30 minutes until 7 o'clock. Alrighty, we're back. It is not 7 o'clock. It is actually 8:30. Grinding terracotta and tough blocks wasn't what took up so much time. It was the fact that I forgot I needed snow for this build, and I had to travel 2,000 blocks just to make a small portion of the mega base. But that detour sent me back an hour and a half from where I wanted to be by now. And because it took me so long to gather all of these, it is now dark outside in real life. Which means after 8.5 hours of sitting at a computer, it already feels like it's midnight. And building isn't exactly the most thrilling activity, so this is probably gonna be a long few hours for me. Nevertheless, I am not going to be wasting these 8 hours of my day, so let's get started building. Officially moving on to step 3, this is where the real project begins. To make the first steps of this build a little easier for myself, I started by making a dirt outline for where the mega build will go. And even that caused a few problems already because I had to dig out a large chunk of this hill to make room for the layout. And now that we finally have the layout made, you can get an idea of just how big this build is going to be. We can start putting all our building blocks to use now and get to work on the first walls. With a nice grading of wood blocks, building is officially in process. And after the walls are all put up, I'll come by later to add details like windows and doors, so don't worry, it will look better later. But as time goes by, even at just the start of the building phase, I begin to realize just how slow building is. It is 10:15 now, and this is what we have. We are so behind. I definitely thought I would be building this a lot quicker than I actually am. And you know, 10 hours of sitting here playing Minecraft, I'm definitely starting to feel it. I was hoping maybe I'd get like half of this build done by midnight, then maybe I could sleep for a couple hours tonight. Yeah, it doesn't look like that will be happening. I guess I just gotta keep going. And so I continue placing blocks while I watch the clock tick, slowly making its way towards midnight. The relatively boring task of building after nearly 12 straight hours grinding was starting to wear me down in real life. It is 11:30, almost 12 hours into this challenge, which means we're nearly half done. Unfortunately, we do not have nearly a half done build. This isn't that fun anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel good and I want to go to bed, but I do not want to fail this challenge because then the 12 hours that I already spent would be wasted. So I don't got much else to say, I gotta keep going. I reluctantly went back to building, but only one thing was on my mind. Sleep. Midnight had passed and my eyes and hands were tired. I knew I was behind schedule to get this base done in time, and going to sleep would be taking up valuable hours that I could spend building instead. But as the clock kept ticking and my eyes kept dozing off, I had to make a decision. It is nearly 2 a.m., which means I have been playing on this world for nearly 14 hours straight. And I'm definitely feeling it. I am pretty happy with our progress right now, though. I have a lot of details I need to add, and more like walls and sections that will need built up. But right now, I am struggling to function. I've been messing up my counts, my finger is cramping, I keep letting go of shift while I'm bridging, so I fall down, an entire mega build. What I'm going to do, because I think I'm on decent pace, I'ma go to sleep, and I'm gonna set an alarm for 6 a.m. so I can come back with 6 more hours to build. And hopefully I'll be well rested enough to be full swing in the morning. Alright, I'm going to sleep. I'm coming back full swing in the morning. Good night. It is 6:30 a.m. I got 4 hours of sleep. The sun isn't up yet. The computer is burning my eyes right now. I'm just so excited to be here. But I gotta use all the time I can because we have less than 6 hours to finish this build. So let's get building. I'm never online this early in the morning, so starting this day straight away with building before even eating breakfast was definitely a struggle for my sleepy self. But realizing that I had less than 6 hours to finish this build was what got me moving even when my eyes wanted to go back to sleep. And it was around this point where watching videos on my second monitor and jamming to music while I build were the only things helping me keep my sanity. It is almost 9 o'clock, which means we only have 3 hours left to finish this project. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting making this so ambitious. Before I add any other walls or sections to it, I'm gonna run through and add details. We have windows and stuff that need placed and filled in. And the time is starting to run short, so I need to keep moving quickly. You would think that adding windows to the build would be the easy part, but this ended up taking a whole hour. However, even though detailing took so much precious time, it was definitely worth it because it made the mega base look significantly better. It is 10:15 currently. 22 hours into this challenge, less than 2 hours to go, and the base looks pretty good, doesn't it? Unfortunately, if we freak him around, we'll see that there is no back to it, nor an interior. Now I'm going to try to do as much as I can in the next 2 hours, but something more important than the back right now, I would say, is actually connecting this to the ground. So it might sound crazy, but I need to do just a little bit of terraforming. It definitely won't be the prettiest terraforming, but it'll at least help this base look better. I was nervous to start terraforming and debated if I should even bother trying because typically terraforming takes me hours. But clearly I don't have hours to spare, and with the time running out, I was locked in to build as fast as I could, which does mean I was taking as many shortcuts as I could as well. Desperate times call for desperate measures. If there are trees everywhere, you can't tell that there's no terraforming right here. I've run out of tough blocks. I'm working with dirt, and maybe I'll start using soul soil. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Look at this mess. With blocks running out and no time to gather more, I had to be creative and resourceful with the remaining areas that still needed built up. It's 11 o'clock. And it looks good. And terraforming is looking decent. I don't have time to show you it right now. But if we fly around... Yeah. Again, the back, there is just none. So I'm going to spend the next hour trying to get anything back there. I just need walls. That's all I need right now. 23 straight hours of grinding has finally gotten me to this point. The final hour of the challenge. As I place down blocks, frantically trying to get walls up before time runs out, I can't help but be proud of just how much I've accomplished in this short amount of time. And we're in. Timer starts right now. We're just about to hit the 1 hour mark. We have an iron farm and we're starting to get some good tools. Alright, let's do this. Theoretically, that's right. No, it's not right. To make the first steps of this build a little easier for myself, I started by making a dirt outline for where the mega build will go. I have 2 minutes left. I'm trying to make the most out of every minute that I can. This isn't that fun anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel good and I want to go to bed. 1 minute left. I am locked in to at least get this roof done. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting making this so ambitious. We got mere seconds left. After all this work, here are the last blocks. And we just hit 12 o'clock. 24 hours since we started. Oh, I'm free. I need to go take a nap. I'll be back shortly. I don't know if you would consider this a win or not. The front of the base looks amazing, and most of the back is built up except this one area. And honestly, another hour or two is probably all I would need to finish it. But I got my thumbnail shot, so personally I would call this a win. If you liked the video and think I should try other challenges like this, let me know in the comments. And consider subscribing so you don't miss it. But with that said, I have to go fix my sleep schedule now. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.